Hey, it's another episode of Screen Facts with Jason Davis, a production of Jason Davis Voiceover. I'm Jason Davis, and if you want to get more information about my voiceover service, you can do so by going to jasondavisvoice.com/podcast. And while you're there, you can also find out about all of our cool merchandise that you can buy to support the show. Fun, right?
Yeah.
Joining me for this episode of the podcast is my lovely and amazing and incredible wife, Sue Mandzik Davis.
Aw, thanks, hon.
Thanks for joining me for another episode. We are knocking these things out.
Look at us. Look at us. We are just like going for it.
Well, we're excited because, we're right before Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to do a bunch of episodes that are Halloween themed.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a great movie that's almost barely Halloween themed.
I don't know.
It's horror, but it's also sort of uplifting, which is kind of
is.
interesting.
It's horror adjacent?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk about The Sixth Sense.
What a fantastic movie.
We watched it the other night and we hadn't seen it in a while.
Yeah, not in a while.
I mean, I didn't forget how good it is, but I forgot how good it is.
Yeah, me too. I forgot that some of the scenes are just so amazing.
Oh, man. The scene...
Well,
all right.
hold off.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense, first of all, who are you? B, you might want to pause the podcast, watch the movie, and come back. We'll wait for you.
We're not really going to wait. Anyway, So, The Sixth Sense, written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This was his first movie, and, he went on to do a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Some good, some not as good.
Right, but this lifted him up to a really high standard.
It's really a shame because when you put out the best movie ever as your first movie,
Yeah.
you have nowhere to go but down, right?
Right? It's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not to say that he didn't do other good things after this. He did.
Right.
But this movie is so well written. Mm-hmm. It's so well acted.
Yep.
Everything about it is just great.
Yeah.
Including how much money it made. It made a ton of money.
Ton, right?
Yeah. It grossed $672.8 million worldwide, which is pretty amazing for a thriller.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because the first time you watch it, at the end you go, oh my gosh, I have to watch this again now.
Yes, that's probably true. M. Night Shyamalan is pretty famous for having twists in all of his movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go, I see that coming.
Right.
This one, you don't.
I remember the first time seeing this, my mind was blown.
Yeah. And it's cool because then you can watch the movie again and look for the clues.
Look for little clues, yeah.
Yeah, and really pay attention
Yeah.
to some of the things that he puts in there. So let's talk about the cast.
Okay.
So Bruce Willis is Dr. Malcolm Crowe.
Yep. What a fantastic performance.
Obviously, Bruce Willis is not doing well health-wise
Right.
now. And I read recently that he doesn't even know that he was a movie star.
Can you believe that?
Oh, God, it's
My
tragic.
gosh, yeah.
It's terrible. He is very underrated in this movie.
I think so too.
Everybody talks about Haley Joel Osment, of course, as Cole.
Right. Who was fantastic.
Nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Yep. At the age of almost 11.
Toni Collette was his mom.
Yep. She's so good in everything.
Nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
There you go.
Yeah, she's Australian, and you'd never know it.
I know.
In most of the roles that
Yeah,
she's in,
yeah.
actually, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Olivia Williams as Anna Crowe, Malcolm's wife. She was great, too. And let's talk a little bit about Donnie Wahlberg
Right?
as Vincent Gray. So here's the thing. There's an expression in the theater. Maybe it's for movies, too. There are no small roles.
Only small actors.
Right. And this is a perfect example of that.
Yep.
Donnie Wahlberg lost like 45 pounds for essentially 5 minutes of screen time,
Yep.
10 maybe.
Yeah.
And he just knocks it out of the
Yeah.
park.
I
I mean, you
mean-
don't even recognize it.
No, even his face. I mean,
Yep.
because he's so thin.
And I think like he shaved his eyebrows or he's missing his eyebrows.
yeah.
He looks really disturbing.
Yeah.
For sure in
Yeah.
the movie.
And she is really disturbing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And disturbed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad.
Yep.
But it kind of sets the story in motion.
Yeah.
After he shoots Malcolm, it sort of fades into the next fall.
One thing I noticed, because, since I'm so smart now that I know the twist and everything, and I'm looking for every tiny single little clue, when it faded out of that scene, it had Malcolm laying on the bed, and Olivia leaning over him, and it was filmed from above, and the camera went up.
Oh.
So he was getting, like, that whole vision was getting smaller and smaller, and I thought, well, there's the soul leaving the body, or, whatever you believe in happens.
That's a clue.
With, looking down on yourself and looking down on your own corpse.
Yep. So that's why he's really invested in Cole.
Right. Also, the fact that he failed Vincent. I don't know if Vincent ever said to him, I see dead people. It doesn't seem like it, but we know he's troubled.
Right.
Because it isn't until later when Malcolm plays a tape that's recording while Vincent is in the room alone and turns it way, way up that he can hear the spirits.
Right.
And then he's like, oh my gosh. Because at that point, he's almost kind of going to walk away from the Cole case. And then he jumps back in again.
Yeah. God, this movie is so good.
Yeah.
So many cool Easter eggs to look for when you're watching the movie, like the color red.
The color red.
The color red is shown anytime there's spirits involved in the scene.
Right, right. I think the red doorknob might be one of the first things you see.
Red, it seems like it's a protector from the spirits to some degree, but it's not really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Cole has the tent in his bedroom made out of red sheets or whatever,
sheets
red
or blankets,
covers or blankets that he hides in when the spirits come.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really protect them, does it?
Yeah, I think it might be more of this is where the dead and the undead are interacting. You see red. When Olivia's at the restaurant having the anniversary dinner, she's in a red dress.
Right.
He shows up late, apologizes, and she's just staring off. And it's so wild that, I mean, the first time I saw it, I thought, wow, this is...
She's really pissed.
Their relationship is in real trouble here. She just won't even talk to him, know? Because all she says at the end is, happy anniversary, and walks away.
Yeah. And it really does play like she's just really mad at him.
Yeah.
And walks away.
Yeah. When you know that she's there alone, it's so sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very tragic. But I mentioned before that it's uplifting at times. The scene that gets me every time and really got me this time, later in the movie when Cole and his mom are in traffic.
Yeah.
Because there was an accident up ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
And Cole says...
I'm ready to communicate with you now.
Yeah. But he says that, somebody died.
Yeah.
And Mother says, how do you know that, Cole? And he goes, well, because she's standing by my window right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're scaring me, Cole.
Yeah.
And then he starts explaining stuff.
Yeah.
But when he tells his mother what his grandma said to him to tell her, oh, man, just... What a great scene.
Yeah. And Toni Collette's reactions are so genuine. And so if you've lost someone and you've ever reached out to them out loud or in your mind, especially someone who's a nurturer for you, probably are going to be asking, do I make you proud?
Oh, yeah.
We all kind of put that out there.
Yeah. And we all want to know that the people that we've lost over the years are still with us somehow.
Yeah.
Especially a parent.
Yeah.
So, that resonates with you and I, obviously, because we're both orphans. Right. So we certainly relate to that.
Yeah.
But,
just watching her eyes well up with the tears before the tears start falling. Every time I'm crying with her.
Yeah.
She was so amazing.
And that, is kind of interesting because Toni Collette, when she read the script, she didn't even really realize that this was a horror movie at first.
Okay.
She kind of saw it as just a very spiritual kind of thing.
Like a drama, yeah.
And there's definitely scenes in the movie that are meant to scare you.
Oh, yeah.
Because
with jump scares.
Right, with the scoring and stuff and, ghosts walking into the frame unexpectedly and things like that.
The cabinets in the kitchen all open again. And Cole is just sitting there with a look on his face like, I can't stand this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, it's got to be terrifying to be a little kid and be seeing all these ghosts and you don't know what they want. They're just there to scare you.
Right, right.
And then eventually Malcolm reveals to Cole, maybe they need your help.
Yeah.
And then once he helps one, he realizes it's almost like a superpower.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
So we don't actually start seeing the ghosts until Cole says, I see dead people, right? I don't think we do.
That may be true.
Because,
I'm trying to remember when
the kitchen cabinet scene, for example, they're closed, they're open, but we don't see the woman who's doing it until later in the movie.
Right, which is the woman who slit her wrists.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to remember if we saw the kid with his head blown out from the,
That's later
let me show you where my dad keeps his gun.
Yeah.
That's later too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I didn't realize that until you just said it.
Yeah, once he, because it's his secret. So he's keeping his secret from us also. And we may suspect it.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is that you can watch it over and over again, and maybe you're not going to be surprised the way you are the first time you see it.
Right.
But it's still awesome.
Yeah.
And the characters are so well fleshed out, and the performances are so great, especially Haley Joel Osment.
His audition.
Yeah.
He was the only young actor who showed up wearing a tie.
Right.
First of all. Also, they asked him, have you read your scenes?
And he says, I read the whole script 3 times.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, and he didn't even take my acting class way back when. I always would tell my students, when you go for an audition, wear something that's going to make you stand out just a little bit, right? And, if you're really going to do some character work, you need to read the script 3 times.
And that's pretty impressive for a kid to have that kind of discipline.
Yeah. I love the fact that not only is he scared, but you can just feel his sadness about it too. Like, it's always going to be like this.
Yeah.
The first time you see him, he opens the door from his apartment and he looks all around before he goes running into the church. And I guess there he's safe. It's sanctuary there. Just even scenes where he's walking or sitting, anything. He just looks so sad.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, he has that little white patch in the back of his hair. Oh, that's
right.
And Vincent had the same white patch.
Yeah.
So it's probably something indicative of being able to see ghosts.
Yeah.
That gives you that. Which is another cool Easter egg.
Yep. The coldness of the apartment.
Anytime there's spirits around, it gets very cold.
Yeah, the temperature drops. And Lynn, Cole's mom, she's wearing a sweater and she's adjusting the thermostat. And she finally says, I just think this thing is broken.
Yep.
Because there just must be so many spirits in there.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing, too. It's their apartment, but he gets visited by several different ghosts there.
Yeah.
They all just come to him there.
Yeah.
Whether they live there or not,
Right.
it seems.
Yeah. Did word get out amongst the dead? Like,
I
hey,
guess.
maybe this kid can do something
help us,
for us? Yeah, we see the woman with the slit wrists. We see the boy with the head shot off. And then we see the young girl who, actually comes into his fort.
Right. And is, throwing up.
Yeah.
And we find out why.
Yeah.
She died because the mom was poisoning her. I believe that's called Munchausen by proxy.
I think so.
Yeah.
And shout out to the actor who plays her dad, because they start off, when they go to the repass, they actually just go right upstairs into her room. And, she pushes something out from under the bed to him, and it's a box. And he brings it downstairs, and he gives it to the dad. And they realize it's a VHS tape, so he puts it in, and there was a camera that filmed what had happened and how the mom was poisoning her. And the camera goes from showing that to only showing the dad's face.
Yep.
And the face reacting.
Realizing that his wife's killing his kids.
The shock, the eyes welling up.
Yep.
You're like, what a great scene.
Yeah, it's crazy. Another thing I was looking at during that whole sequence, Cole goes to the house by himself.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Malcolm is with him.
That's true. But
he's the only one that knows that Malcolm is there.
That's
so
right.
here's this little boy.
Just getting on a bus.
Who goes on this mission to reveal to the father that the mother is killing the kids.
Yeah.
Wild.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All the stuff that happens in the school. He knows, I'm assuming, every single soul. And that, it used to be a jail, right?
It was a courthouse.
Oh, it was a courthouse. Yeah.
But back in the day,
they would actually just hang the guilty.
Yeah.
He sees hanging people. He knows every story about everybody, including the secret about his teacher.
Yep. Stuttering Stanley.
Yeah. I like how there's a redemption there later in the movie because he's going to, come out and play the part in the show in the little play that they're doing. And the teacher comes in and he's kind of like, you okay? What's going on? Who are you talking to? You see the dead, school secretary leaving. Colt just says, I was just rehearsing my lines.
Actually, it was somebody who died in the fire that happened at the theater. Because remember, the teacher Stanley says to him, there was a big fire. It burned down this whole theater and then they rebuilt it.
Right. Okay.
He goes, yeah, I know. An interesting thing that I read about this. Well, first off, I See Dead People was ranked number 44 on the American Film Institute's 100 Years, 100 Movie Quotes.
Wow.
But this was filmed in sequence. which is very unusual
That is
for
unusual.
movies.
Yeah.
Especially this type of thing.
I wonder why the decision was made. Most of the time, things are, filmed, by location or by who's available schedule-wise.
Maybe Shyamalan was afraid that the twist would be revealed if he filmed it out of sequence.
Yeah. I can't believe that I See Dead People's only number 44. Because
Yeah.
people use all sorts of versions of that all the time, like memes that say, I see stupid people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Another thing about this movie that's interesting, we talked about this with An American Werewolf in London.
Mm-hmm.
This was released August 6th, 1999.
Right.
So another movie that seemingly would have been better off being released near Halloween,
You'd
but
think.
certainly didn't hurt the grosses.
Yeah.
It spent 5 weeks at number 1, so...
I'm telling you, I really think it's from all people doing exactly what I did and was like, when am I going to see this again? Because now I need to look for all the clues. Mm-hmm. I mean, even when he says, not just I see dead people, but then he talks about it more and he says, they don't know they're dead. And that's a huge clue.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, you're a spirit walking around and you don't know that you're dead? Mm-hmm. And the whole time he just thinks his wife is mad at him.
Yeah. And meanwhile, you can tell, when you watch it knowing, you just know she loved him so much and she still loves him. And
And she misses him terribly.
She's, going through horrible grief.
Yeah, she's watching the wedding video.
Yeah. I kind of get that. Because
Yeah.
once you've had the love of your life,
How would you know that, though?
I just know.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. I mean,
Aw.
heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. I'm telling you. I'll
know.
be like, yep, nope, I'm just going to be home alone watching our videos. And
I know. I
listening.
feel the same way.
Actually, I'll be home alone listening to our podcasts.
I know. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
That's why I love doing these with you, too. Because it is fun to go back and listen to these,
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah. Mm.
This movie was the second highest worldwide grossing film of 1999, behind Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Wow. Well, that was, though a lot of people wanted to see that just with the anticipation. Mm-hmm. Since the film's nominated for 6 Academy Awards, but it didn't win any, I looked up what movie beat Sixth Sense. Mm-hmm. It was American Beauty.
Okay. We talked about that on the podcast way back.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, too.
Yeah.
But this was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor and Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing.
Yeah.
I really feel like Bruce Willis should have gotten a nod, too.
I do, too.
I thought he was great.
I mean, were they thinking, well, he's a diehard kind of guy. He does, TV comedy. He does this, he does that.
I don't know.
But
By
that
this
doesn't
point,
mean you can't do drama.
By this
or
point,
horror.
he'd done more than that. I mean, he had done Pulp Fiction by this point.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. Regardless of what he had done in his career before this movie,
Yeah.
his performance in this movie carries so much weight, and I feel like it's a very important part of the movie.
Yeah. I was watching him in the scene where Cole gives the dad the box with the video in it. Mm-hmm. And I looked over at Malcolm and he's just kind of standing there and he's taking it all in. He's not interacting with anybody. No one's making eye contact with him. Mm-hmm. People are walking like right by him, but no one bumps into him. I don't know. As an actor, how do you play? You're there, but you're not there. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And he does that so many times. And just even the way he interacts with Cole.
And there's scenes in the movie, well, one scene in particular that comes to mind is when Cole comes home and his mom is sitting in one chair and then across from her is Malcolm.
Yeah.
It looks like they're having a conversation about
Right.
Cole.
Yeah.
But she's just waiting for Cole.
Yeah.
And then Cole walks in and she says some stuff to him and she goes, all right, you have an hour before dinner.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking to Malcolm. So as the viewer,
Yeah.
you're thinking, oh, so this is a
Yeah.
therapy
It's
session.
a therapy session. Yeah.
That was
you
planned.
have an hour. Yeah.
But it was not.
It was not. And even that whole first interaction where if I can read your mind, if I'm right, take a step towards me. Mm-hmm. If you get to the chair, you have to sit. And if I'm wrong, take a step away. And if you get to the doorway, you can leave. Mm-hmm. And just how they show Cole's feet moving step by step and then backing away again.
That's another great scene for
really
sure.
Good.
Just how he tries to get Cole to open up. Mm-hmm. We think that he's trying to vindicate Vincent somehow.
Right.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
We think he's alive and working with Cole to help him.
Yeah.
In order to vindicate Vincent.
Yeah.
That's why the movie's so great.
Yeah. And the look on his face when he's listening to that tape and he realizes what's going on. And I think then there's just a cut and the very next scene is he's back with Cole, ready to work again.
Yeah.
Cole's friends
friends in quotes.
In quotes. Not very nice.
No.
The one kid who's been in a cough syrup commercial thinks he's quite the little actor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's a nice little bit of humor.
Yeah. And then later in the school play, he's the village idiot.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if the mom pays, the kid's name is Tommy, pays him to walk Cole to school or something.
It seems like
I don't know. There's some sort of a weird relationship there. Yeah.
Tommy Tomasino?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then, of course, Tommy and the kid whose birthday it is.
Yeah, when they lock him in that little crawl space.
That crawl space. Just terrible.
As a mom, how did that scene make you feel?
That is horrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrifying.
Like something's happening to your kid and you can't help them.
Later, when she sees the scratches on him, and she assumes it's the kids.
When she brings Cole to the doctor, played by M. Night Shyamalan.
That's right.
A little cameo. He implies that he thinks she's abusing Cole.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's like mom of the year.
Oh, yeah. She totally
doing everything she can
him.
to, believe him and take care of him and provide for him.
They have a cute thing that they do together. If he asks her something, are you mad? Are you upset with me, Mama? She always says, look at my face. Do I look mad? I'm not mad. And I just love that. I think 3 times in the movie you hear her saying, look at my face.
Yeah, they have a great dynamic together. I like the scene when they come out of the grocery store and they're walking through the parking lot and Cole's in the carriage and she just starts going really fast and he raises his hand like he's on a roller coaster. Yeah, so just a great movie. Even knowing the twist, it still gets me every time.
Because you pick up like all those little clues. Some of them I did remember. I did not remember the going up from the body for the death scene that you think it's just a fade to another scene.
I didn't even realize that when we watched it this time. That's very cool. Next time we watch it, I'll have to look for that.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense in a while, check it out.
Check it out.
It's definitely worth revisiting.
Yep.
For this time of year, really any time of year, but certainly for Halloween time.
Also, thank you for reminding me about the first jump scare.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Jump scare coming. I'm like, thank you, Kegel. I'm good.
There's not too many of them in the movie.
No.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Because I think they really were trying to balance the thriller, suspense, horror aspect with a very emotional story.
Yeah.
And they just do it beautifully.
Yeah, they really do. Really glad we watched it again this year.
Well, thanks for another great episode.
This was fun.
Hey, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts of your own, movies you'd like to hear us talk about on the podcast, you can email us screenfacts@yahoo.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, screenfactspod. Please visit jasondavisvoice.com/podcasts for more information about how you can purchase merchandise to support the show, and also if you need information about my voiceover services. Screen Facts with Jason Davis is a production of Jason Davis Voiceover.